My alienexwife landed mid-battle in full armor, and everyone instantly lowered their weapons. The desert battlefield stank of ozone, blood, and desperation. The air shimmered with heat, rising from the blackened craters where plasma shells had struck. I stood with my rifle clutched in both hands, boots sinking slightly into the charred earth, sweat trickling into my eyes as I stared across the ruined valley at the shimmering ranks of the Dravari. They were massive, insectoid warriors wrapped in plates of living chitin, their serrated limbs glistening under the pale sun. Behind me, my own platoon shifted nervously. We were human rebels, scraps of what remained after Earth was pulled into the Dravari Empire's endless expansion. I had long stopped believing in miracles. That was before the sky tore open. The clouds above churned violently, spiraling into a vortex of silver fire. A ship? No, more like a flaming meteor wrapped in shields of light, punched through the atmosphere. Every soldier, human and Dravari alike, froze to stare. Then the ship split apart, its hull melting away as if it served only as a delivery shell. What emerged from the wreckage was a figure in full, gleaming armor. She descended slowly, as though gravity dared not challenge her. Wings of plasma extended from her back, burning bright against the dusk. Her face was hidden behind a sculpted mask of black and gold, but I didn't need to see it. My chest tightened, my hands went weak around my rifle, because I knew her. Even after all these years, I knew the way she carried herself, that balance of grace and danger. It was Kira, my ex-wife, and the moment she touched the ground, every single weapon on that battlefield lowered. Dravari claws stilled, human rifles faltered. The air itself seemed to bend around her, as if the world had agreed to hold its breath. The beginning. I hadn't thought of Kira in years. Not since she left me with nothing but memories and scars that never quite healed. We'd met on the frontier colony of Solara 3, back when I was still a soldier fresh out of training, and she had been, well, something I never fully understood. She wasn't human. Not exactly, though she passed for one when she wanted. Her people, the Illyrians, were a hidden race, half myth even to the wider galaxy. When she chose me, when she whispered vows to me under the twin moons, I believed I was the luckiest man alive. But our marriage burned too hot, too fast. Secrets clung to her like shadows. Missions she never explained. Power she never admitted. I thought love could overcome mystery. I was wrong. One day, she was gone. No note, no ship on the landing pad. Just silence. I told myself I hated her. I told myself I had moved on. Until now. Until she landed on a battlefield where humans and monsters slaughtered each other for ground already soaked with blood. And every warrior present recognized her worth instantly. The middle. Kira, I whispered, my voice lost in the hum of her plasma wings. The mask retracted, folding seamlessly into her armor, and her face emerged. She was older, yes, but time had only carved fierceness into her beauty. Her dark eyes scanned the field, lingering on me for the briefest heartbeat before turning toward the Dravari commander. Enough, she said, her voice carrying like thunder though she spoke softly. This war ends here. The Dravari hissed and clicked in outrage. Their leader, a towering brute with obsidian mandibles, raised a sidearm. You have no authority, Illyrian traitor. Kira didn't flinch. Instead, she raised one gauntlet hand. A sphere of energy pulsed into existence, humming with raw power. The front ranks of Dravari staggered back instinctively. The men around me exchanged uncertain looks. My second in command, Alvarez, leaned closer. Captain, you know her? I swallowed hard. Once. A long time ago. You gonna tell us why the most dangerous woman in the galaxy just showed up in the middle of our war zone? I didn't answer, because I didn't know. Kira turned at last to me. For a moment, all I could see were the memories. The nights on Solara 3, the whispered laughter, the promises. Then she spoke, cutting through the haze. Ifin, you lead them now. My chest tightened at hearing my name in her voice. Yeah, what's left of us. Her expression softened, but only slightly. Then you know this battle cannot continue. If it does, none of you will survive. Alvarez hissed. We can't just lay down arms, Captain. They'll butcher us. Kira's gaze flicked him, then back to me. Not if they fear me more than they desire your deaths. And the terrifying part was, I could see it. The Dravari weren't advancing. They weren't pressing their overwhelming advantage. They were waiting, watching her. Because Kira wasn't just anyone. She was a weapon, a legend whispered even among enemies. Flashback, the truth of Kira. That night, after the battle pause and uneasy truce, Kira sought me out. We sat near the dim glow of a collapsed transport engine, my men pretending not to stare. I couldn't hold the questions in any longer. Why are you here, Kira? Why now? She studied me for a long moment. Because the Dravari seek something buried beneath this desert. Something that should never be unearthed. I couldn't let you or them blindly dig your graves. I frowned. And what exactly is hidden here? Her eyes gleamed with that same mystery that once drew me to her. An Illyrian weapon. Ancient. Powerful enough to end empires. Your kind calls it the heart of Ilithar. I'd heard whispers, but nothing concrete. A myth, like most Illyrian tales. You left me, I said bitterly, unable to stop myself. And now you expect me to trust you again? Her face softened with regret. I left to protect you. My enemies would have destroyed you just to hurt me. I thought distance would keep you safe. The old wound tore open in my chest. I wanted to scream at her, to tell her safety was never what I wanted. I wanted her. But the war had taken my anger long ago, dulled it into weary resignation. I don't know if I can trust you, I admitted. Then trust this, she said. She pressed her palm against the dirt. Light rippled outward, revealing ancient glyphs buried beneath the sand, glowing faintly in Illyrian script. The heart is waking. If the Dravari claim it, humanity falls. If I claim it, they'll hunt me to the edge of creation. But if we destroy it, her eyes met mine, then maybe there's still a future left for your people. The climax. At dawn, the Dravari attacked. Whether they feared Kira or not, their hunger for conquest could not be quelled forever. The desert erupted in fire and steel. My rebels fought desperately, buying time, but the enemy's numbers were crushing. And in the heart of it all, Kira stood like a storm given flesh. Her armor blazed with light, her plasma wings shredding enemies who dared to approach. I had fought beside elite soldiers, seen champions rise and fall, but nothing compared to her. Still, even she cannot hold forever. We fell back toward the buried ruins, the ancient glyphs pulsing brighter with each tremor of battle. Kira met me at the shattered archway. This is where it lies, she said. Inside. I glanced at my men, wounded, exhausted, but looking to me for hope. If we go in, there's no turning back. Then don't, Kira said. I'll finish this. And there it was, the same instinct she always carried, to bear the weight alone, to sacrifice herself rather than risk others. No, I growled, surprised at myself. Not this time. You left me once to protect me. You don't get to side for me again. For a heartbeat, she stared. Then, slowly, a smile touched her lips. Still stubborn. Together, we entered the ruins. The heart of Ilithar pulsed in the center of a vast chamber, a crystalline orb floating above jagged stone. Its power hummed through the air, raising the hairs on my skin. The Dravari crashing behind us, their commanders shrieking triumph. Kira raised her hand, summoning a blade of pure light. I leveled my rifle. Side by side, ex-husband and ex-wife, we fought. The Dravari swarmed like a tide. But the closer they came to the heart, the more unstable the chamber grew. Energy crackled, tearing apart stone and flesh alike. Kira, I shouted over the chaos. We have to destroy it now. She nodded, locking eyes with me. Together, we both lunged toward the orb. She plunged her blade in. I unleashed every charge of my rifle. The heart screamed, a sound not meant for mortal ears. Light erupted, swallowing everything. The ending. When I woke, the ruins were gone. The desert stretched silent and endless. Around me, my men stirred, alive but shaken. The Dravari corpses lay scattered, their commander obliterated. And Kira stood the horizon, her armor cracked, her wings flickering. You survived, she said softly, as if it surprised her. So did you, I rasped. She studied me, 1,000 unspoken words hanging between us. At last, she said, I can't stay. The Illyrians will know what I've done. They'll come for me. My heart clenched. Then let me come with you. Her smile was sad but gentle. You have your people. They need you more than I ever could. And before I could argue, her wings flared. She rose into the sky, shrinking into a streak of light until she vanished beyond the clouds. The men gathered around me, waiting for orders. Alvarez muttered, Who the hell was she? I stared at the horizon where she disappeared. My ex-wife, I said, and though the war wasn't over, for the first time in years, I believed we had a chance.